Morning, it's Saturday the 9th of August. Still waiting for some parts for this to come in so I can get the damn thing moving. Anyway, a viewer by the name of Google Gok asked me about the heater and where it is now it was being installed. And I thought, well, seeing we've got nothing to do today, I'll show you. Let's go and have a look where it is. There it is. On the floor, just behind the seat belts. This side is the intake, that side is the outlet. Not the best place for installation, I would have thought. It limits you if you want to fold the seats down and put something big in. The heater's in the way. When I was in the UK, we used to put the heaters under the driver's seat on the right hand side, which used to blow out onto the back of your Wellingtons and melt them. But yeah, it's got the timer on the the timer's on the dash over there. We're changing that to get rid of that random on-off operation, and we're going to have this on a thermostat, so it's like more manual. Was going to get a remote, but it was so expensive, it was unbelievable. It does work, but like I say, putting it where at the back of the seat doesn't really benefit the driver much at all. Now, talking about this, and let's go back and have a look under the seat about the wiring. I haven't put the seat on yet because I wanted to get this binnacle in and make sure all the wiring was correct and everything was hunky-dory here, because as you know, the seat hasn't got a removable base cushion to get access to it. So I've installed a new switch. The switch, strangely enough, is on the ground rather than on the positive. I don't know what that was all about. But I think the way that the heater was originally wired up was, there's the positive onto there and the negative was on here. So it doesn't matter if this switch was on or off, it was still going to be running. I've now put the ground onto the back of this little box here with a nut and bolt. And now everything's off, as you can see here. Now if I turn the power on, it should, there you go, it lights up, you see. But now you can really isolate the whole vehicle. Yeah, But like I say, we're kind of stuck now, can't drive the damn thing. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Anyway, we'll give it another few days and see if the bits turn up. But that's basically about the heater. If you're going to put it directly to your battery, just think about the timer. Obviously, if it's live all the timer will work. But if you've disconnected your battery, put it back on, it's lost its settings, and then it decides to go under its own steam, it can flatten the battery. Just be careful of that.